Hi, I'm Natalie Schlesinger, and this is my song One Hit Wonder. I see you looking through the flashing lights. I guess my black dress caught your eye. I'll play my record that I'm sure you'll like. Got a room at the Ritz for the night. I'll be the melody you can't forget. The way I kiss you sticks inside your head. I'll be the queen of this king size bed, make you wanna spin it again. But I'm a one-hit wonder, that's what he called me after he was under my setting covers. I could be the next Britney, but I was already gone. One-hit wonder, oh, oh, oh. One-hit wonder, oh, oh, oh. In a year you're asking where I went and why you only heard my voice back then. And you'll still miss me when you talk about when we were all tangled up, seeing red. I'm still the melody you can't forget. The way I kiss you stuck inside your head. I'm still the queen of this king size bed, and you spin it again and again and again. But I'm a one-hit wonder, that's what he called me after he was under my setting covers. I could be the next Britney, but I was already gone. One-hit wonder, oh, oh, oh. One-hit wonder, oh, oh, oh. One-hit wondering how I did it like that. One-hit wondering if I'd ever come back. One-hit wondering why everything else falls flat. But I'm a one-hit wonder, that's what he called me after he was under my satin covers. I could be the next Britney, but I was already gone. One-hit wonder, that's what he called me after he was under my satin covers. I could be the next Britney, but I was already gone. One-hit wonder, oh, oh, oh. One-hit wonder, oh, 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 oh. I'm a one-hit wonder, oh, oh, oh. One-hit wonder, oh, 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 oh.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Loud and Clear. I'm Carter Braxton, and with me for the second time on the show, we have the wonderful Natalie Schlesinger. Welcome back.
Thanks for that introduction.
Of course, we love having you on the show. Tell us what you've been up to since you've last been on.
Oh, I've been up to a lot. I've been writing a lot of music. I've been recording a lot of music. I was in LA over the summer working on the business side of things, and then also doing sessions and just getting better and working on a little bit of everything, honestly.
Awesome. Yeah. And I was wondering, just like hearing your songs that you just performed, like what kind of like emotions do you usually find yourself writing about?
Usually sad ones, which I'm told is like I need to switch it up a little bit.
It happens.
Yeah, it's so funny because my dad is always like, you got to write about something other than a breakup. But I'm like, I mean, I feel like that's what most songs are about, right? And
Sure.
it's like fine. But yeah, usually it's sad ones.
Yeah. And I feel like all three of those songs really kind of like showed off your vocal range and like your falsetto and whatnot. How like do you prepare? Like do you have like a vocal routine that you go through before you perform?
Honestly, no, and I really should get into one, but it's usually just me rehearsing a song like over and over again until I feel like I have it down. And honestly, I feel like sometimes I'll write a song and like my vocals won't actually work well on it until like a couple months after, when I feel like I've sort of just naturally like found a groove and figured out a way to sing it well. This is Twin Bed.
Royal blue wrapped from head to toe, and linen sheets and throw pillows. A white duvet, now gray with age, sits on top of where I lay at night. Years of silhouettes hold their shape, a sanctuary after long days. It's more than just a place I sleep, it's where I dream up you and me. We took a chance, a cold right in. The two of us could barely fit, but we never seemed to mind. I breathed your air, you exhaled mine. It's seen our best and worst nights, makeups after bad fights, but it always holds our place, a corner in a quiet space, a perfect place to rest your head. We fell in love in a twin bed. Early mornings with just you and I, playing grown-ups for the first time. Feeling you beneath my sheets brings me such a sense of peace. Whoa. We took a chance and crawled right in. The two of us could barely fit, but we never seemed to mind. I breathed your air, you exhaled mine. It's seen our best and worst nights, makeups after bad fights, but it always holds our place, a corner in a quiet space, a perfect place to rest your head. We fell in love in a twin bed. Next year I'll have moved out to another bed in a new house. The next girl will never know the stories that mattress holds. We lit side by side in it the first time you and I kissed. A few months flew on by. It's where you said you loved me for the first time. We took a chance and called right in. The two of us could barely fit, but we never seemed to mind. I breathed your air, you exhaled mine. I've seen our best and worst nights, makeups after bad fights, but it always holds our place, a corner in a quiet space, a perfect place to rest your head. We fell in love in a twin bed. Oh, we fell in love in a twin bed.
You were telling me earlier about like an internship that you had this summer to learn like a little bit more about it. How would you say, like, as an artist, like, how do you find yourself navigating like the music industry and like the kind of changing music landscape?
I think it changes all the time. I think having worked on the business side of things as an artist, like, that's honestly where I've learned so much about just like operations of just like labels and publishers, and I'm working at a music PR firm right now. And so I think my biggest piece of advice for like a curious musician is to like try to work on the business side of things, because you just like have so much respect for what everyone is doing, just like making the magic happen. But also, I just feel like it's the best way to sort of like stay involved and like know what's happening and know what's on trend, like while it's actually trending.
For sure, yeah. So you're somewhat of like a TikTok phenomenon recently. Do you want to tell us about your series on TikTok?
I think phenomenon is a bit of a strong word.
Maybe.
But,
We'll let the viewers decide.
Yeah. So I started this series on TikTok. Basically, it's called If I Were in a Writer's Room With, and then I would like, basically I'm writing songs for other people in mind, 'cause you know, that's how the music industry works. Sometimes you write songs and somebody else will sing them, and cut them is what it's called. And so, yeah, that has been my little like child that I've sort of like created on my TikTok account, where I'm just like writing songs and being like, oh, I wonder what would it sound like if I wrote it for Katy Perry or like Tate McRae. And it's been really, really fun. And I feel like it's sort of like gotten me a lot better at songwriting, just like thinking about how it would sound from another person's perspective and voice.
This is DNA. I light up just like a match when my heart thinks it's been attacked. A reflex that I can't conquer even if I tried. Think twice right before you speak. That rule just can't apply to me. Autopilot turns on and everything just goes wrong. Making things worse is all I seem to do. Fighting fire with fire is what I'm used to. Walking away just ain't in my DNA. That walking away just ain't in my DNA. And now I've made you feel so blue. My claws came out and swung right at you. A misunderstanding that I took to heart. I do this too much. I carve every scar. Making things worse is all I seem to do. Fighting fire with fire is what I'm used to. Walking away just ain't in my DNA. And I'd say just forgive me, I take it all back. But the truth is I wanted to leave an impact. Walking away just ain't in my DNA. No, walking away just ain't in my DNA. And if I stick up for myself, it only brings me hell. And I'm guilty of every crime and ruining all that's good before it's in its prime. 'Cause I'm making things worse, it's all I seem to do. And fighting fire with fire is what I'm used to. Walking away just ain't in my DNA. And I'd say just forgive me, I take it all back. But the truth is I wanted to leave an impact. Walking away just ain't in my DNA. No, walking away just ain't in my DNA. And I wish walking away was in my DNA.
Is there kind of like an artist or band that sort of no one would really guess you were kind of influenced by, like in your songwriting or music writing?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know if it's that people wouldn't necessarily guess it, but like I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan and grew up listening to Led Zeppelin, and I don't know if that's maybe something that people would guess, but I grew up listening to classic rock, and I mean, they're just the greatest band of all time. So
For sure. Yeah, I feel like influences come out in unexpected different ways, but for sure I completely agree.
yeah.
Who would you say would be, your dream collaboration? So like if you could say like write a song for one person, who would it be?
So, well, Tate McRae, but she's a fantastic songwriter. I saw her in concert in Nashville a couple of weeks ago. One of the best performances I've ever seen in my entire life. Like
I've heard
she
I've
is
heard
just
she's a great performer.
there's no one like her, and that like she's just so phenomenal. It's not even funny. And I mean, she's a wonderful songwriter, so like a dream would just to be like in a room with her and Ryan Tedder, who's her producer and like huge collaborator, and just like honestly just being like a fly on the wall.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Last question for you. If you could give the viewers one word to really encapsulate and describe your music, what would you use?
Can I do 3 words?
Sure.
Wait,
We'll give you 2 words.
I have no idea. Wait, how many words is that? I have no idea.
I have no idea.
4.
4?
yeah.
That's a good way.
Or like
you're getting something different every time.
A bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
Yeah.
I like that.
So not
Awesome.
one word, but
Yeah,
that's okay.
word. Well, where can we check out your music?
You can check out my music on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere that you listen to music. And on Instagram, I am Natalie Schlesinger Music. And TikTok, I am Nat Schlesinger Music.
Awesome. Well, be sure to check her out for a bit of everything, and we will see you next time. I'm here to award Natalie Schlesinger with the 60th annual Grammy for Best Country/Folk Album.
Is that who I am? Am I country/folk?
What genre?
That's a question I'm still trying to figure out, honestly. So I'll take country.
Best alternative.
Yeah, best heavy metal.
Yeah.
Wow, I want to
Congratulations.
thank my mom, my dad.